Good morning to all. This is Miss Ba. Today we are going to see the last part in Unit 2 is consideration. Okay, what do you mean by consideration? Consideration means something in return for the promise. Okay, so let us start. Today we are going to see the following topics. So first one is meaning of consideration, definition, need for consideration, types of consideration, essentials of consideration, and no consideration and no contract. So first one is meaning for the consideration. Consideration means something in return for the promise. Okay. When both the parties entering into a contract, they must get benefit from the contract. Okay, that means if there is no return, then there is no contract. Okay, so consideration means something in return for the promise. If one person is giving some product, then another person must return for the particular amount for the particular product. So this is called as consideration. It is also known as quid pro quo. And the next one is definition. According to section 2, subsection D, when at the desire of the promisor, the promisee or any other person has done or promises to do or does something, such an act is called as consideration for the promise. As usual, you should memorize the definition. Next one is types of consideration. So consideration can be classified into three types. So first one is future consideration, second one is present consideration, third one is past consideration. So first one is future consideration. It is also known as executory consideration. So that is consideration takes place in the future between both the parties. Now A promises to deliver the goods to B after a week. So the consideration must be fulfilled in the future, not today. Second one is executed or present consideration. Here the consideration takes place simultaneously with the promise. Okay. For example, when we enter into a shop, first we purchase a shirt in the shop and then immediately we pay to that shop. That is called as, here the consideration takes place between the two parties simultaneously. Now third one is past consideration. So here the consideration takes place before the date of promise. For example, A does some work to B during January without expecting any payment, but in February B promises to pay A some money. So for example, we don't know anything. For example, we are doing some work in January month. Okay, so here there are two parties. A is doing some work to B during January without expecting any payment, but unfortunately in February month capital B promises to pay a particular amount. So this is called as past consideration. So these are the types of consideration. Now next one is need for consideration. If there is no consideration, then there is no contract. So consideration is very essential element of the contract. Okay, so without consideration, the contract is not enforceable by law. Okay, so if there is no consideration, there is no contract. Okay, here for example, capital A promises. So this example is some exceptional cases without consideration the contract will be applied. So that one is A promises to pay rupees 5,000, okay, to B. If A fails to pay it, then B has no right to sue. So means court la case poda mudiyadu for the breach of contract because there was no consideration on the part of B. In case if A gets some goods from the B and he pays for the particular goods to rupees 5,000 means there will be some consideration. Here there is no consideration. Just capital A promises to pay rupees 5,000 to B. In case if A fails to pay it, then B has no right to sue A. Okay. So there was no consideration on the part of B. Now next one is essentials or legal rules of consideration. Okay. So these are the essential rules. So first one is every agreement must be supported by the consideration. That is, an agreement made without consideration is void. Okay. Second one is it must move at the desire of the promisor. Okay. So consideration must be always move at the desire. Desire means want or at the request of the promisor. In case if it is done by the third party or without the desire of the promisor, then this will not be a good contract. Okay. So for example, capital A saves B's goods from fire. Okay. So now one party is going to save goods of another party from the fire without asking him. Then at that situation, that party, those party who helped them, okay, that party cannot demand payment for his services. So this is second rule. It must be moved at the desire of the promisor. Without the desire of the promisor, it will not be a good contract. Now third one is it may move from the promisee or any other person. So sometimes consideration may move from the promisee or any other person. That is, any other person means third party, that is stranger in some situations. Okay, that is in social relationships. Now fourth one is consideration must be lawful. Okay, if the consideration is unlawful, then the contract is void and unenforceable. Now fifth one is consideration must be real. Okay, consideration must be competent one, real and not illusory, that is not imaginary. It should be not impossible, uncertain or vague or ambiguous. So the consideration must be competent and real. Now next one is consideration may be past, present or future. That is, we have seen the types of consideration. So these are the past, present, future. We can also note down here. And the seventh one is consideration need not be adequate. So in this point, the consideration must not be adequate, but it must be of some value in the eyes of law. For example, now I want to sell a product. The product may be anything. So I fixed the original product cost is 1,000. But if I try to sell that product for 100 rupees or 10,000 rupees, then the contract is void because it is undervalue or overvalue. So the consideration must be always within the some value in the eyes of law. It must not be adequate. The last one is consideration must not be illegal, immoral or opposed to the public policy. Okay, so sometimes if the consideration is for crime, okay, then it is unlawful or immoral or opposed to public policy. At that time the contract is void and it cannot be enforceable by law. So these are the essential elements or legal rules for the consideration. Now last point is no consideration and no contract. So here, so a promise without a consideration cannot create a legal obligation. So every agreement must be supported by consideration. Okay, so but there are some exceptions out there where a contract is enforceable without consideration. So these are the exceptions. So first exception is natural love and affection. So if the agreements between the parties made on natural love and affections. So without consideration it is enforceable. So it is a social relationship. Okay. Second one is voluntary compensation. A promise to compensate a person who has done something voluntarily for the promiser. So for example, so now இப்போ நம்ம ரோட்டில் வாக் பண்ணிட்டு போயிட்டு இருக்கோம். ஸோ சடனாக என்னுடைய பர்ஸ், எனக்கு முன்னாடி போகிறவங்க அவங்களோட பர்ஸ் மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டாங்க அப்படின்னா, ஸோ அவங்களுக்கு அந்த பர்ஸை நான் எடுத்து கொடுத்து ஹெல்ப் பண்ணேன் அப்படின்னா, இன் தட் சுச்சுவேஷன் அந்த பர்சன் எனக்கு ஏதாவது அமௌண்ட் கொடுக்கலாம். ஸோ இது வந்து வாலண்டரி காம்பன்சேஷன். ஸோ இதெல்லாம் நாட் என்ஃபோர்ஸபிள் பை லா. அனதர் கேஸஸ் நம்ம ஆர்ஃபனேஜ் ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுறது, அதெல்லாம் வந்து வாலண்டரி காம்பன்சேஷன். Now next one is time barred debt. So section 25 subsection 3. So consideration is not necessary for paying time barred debt. And then fourth one is agency. So consideration is not required to create agency. And then last one is completed gift. This rule is not applied to the completed gift. Okay. So நமக்கு யாராவது gift கொடுக்கும்போது கண்டிப்பா consideration இருக்காது. So this rule is not applicable to the gift. Okay. So these are the exceptions of no consideration and no contract. Okay. Thank you.